grab your coffee, and let's listen to a book. Have you ever felt just completely drained at the end of the day, even when your to-do list wasn't actually that crazy? Well, it turns out the real reason you're so exhausted might be something you've never really thought about. We're going to get into a really powerful theory from Mel Robbins that totally gets to the heart of this.
It's a concept that is so simple, but honestly, it's pretty profound, and it could genuinely change how you handle your relationships and get your energy back.
Okay, so let's just get right into it. That exhaustion you feel, it's usually not from your actual workload, it's from all the invisible heavy lifting we do emotionally. You know, that constant effort we put into trying to fix or force or influence the people around us to act the way we think they're supposed to? Mel Robbins has a great name for this. She calls it the director syndrome. Just picture it. Your life is a movie, and you've written this perfect script in your head. The only problem is, everyone else in your life, your friends, your family, your coworkers, they're all actors who have never even seen your script. They're just improvising their own lines. And that gap, that friction between your expectations and their reality, well, that's where so much of our stress comes from.
Think about it at work, right? A colleague hands in their part of the project, and it's not quite up to your standard. You feel that jolt of anxiety, because now you're either worrying about how it reflects on the team, or you know you have to go in and fix it. You're trying to direct their performance.
And in our personal lives, oh man, it can be even more painful. You feel that little heartbreak or that deep frustration when your partner just won't change a habit that drives you crazy, no matter how many times you've talked about it. We're essentially trying to rewrite their character. Being this full-time, totally unpaid director for everyone else's life is exhausting. But what if the solution isn't to try harder to control everything? What if it's actually about letting go? The fix is a really radical mental shift, and it's captured in just 2 simple words. Let them. That's it. Your friend doesn't want to take your amazing advice? Let them. Your adult kids are making a choice you really disagree with? Let them. Your coworker wants to do their part of the project in a completely different way than you would? Let them.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. So I'm just supposed to be a doormat? And that's a super important distinction to make. This is not about being passive. It's actually the opposite. It's about empowering yourself by figuring out what is and what is not your responsibility. It's about respecting that boundary between your life and theirs.
So how do we actually put this into practice? Well, there are 3 ways you can start right away. Number 1, let them reveal who they are. Stop trying to coach people on how you want to be treated. Their actions will show you everything you need to know. 2, let them be wrong about you. You just can't control what other people think. And 3, let them make mistakes. This one is huge, especially for parents and leaders. When we rescue someone, we often rob them of a lesson they really need to learn for themselves.
So if it's all so simple, why does letting go feel so unbelievably difficult? Why is our first instinct to just jump in there and try to control the whole situation?
Well, the truth is, our need to control other people is very rarely about them. It's almost always about us. It's a coping mechanism for our own anxiety. We think, if I can just get my partner to be more organized, or if I can get my colleague to be more diligent, then I will feel less anxious. And this way of thinking leads to what's called the should disease. It's that constant, grinding friction in our minds between how things are and how we believe they should be. That one little word, should, is the source of so much of our internal struggle. Let's look at the mental shift here. On one side, you have that should disease thinking. They should have known I was upset. See how that puts all the power and responsibility on them? But on the other side, you have the is reality. They are acting exactly as they choose to. That just accepts reality for what it is and gives the power right back to you to decide how you want to respond.
So here's the bottom line. Every single moment you spend worrying about, or trying to manage, or trying to change someone else, that's energy you're just leaking away from your own life. When you practice letting them, you plug that leak. You get to reclaim all that mental and emotional real estate for your own goals, your own peace of mind, and your own happiness.
And the results? They can be really tangible. When you're no longer consumed by things that are totally outside of your control, you're going to see this surge in your own focus and productivity. You're finally staying in your own lane, and suddenly you have so much more gas in the tank for your own journey. Okay, I have to pause here for a very, very important disclaimer. The let them theory has some clear boundaries. This is absolutely not a pass for you to tolerate abuse or neglect or any kind of harmful behavior. This is not about letting people walk all over you. Mel Robbins calls these red lines. Your safety is completely non-negotiable. Never let someone endanger you.
Your core boundaries are essential. If someone crosses them, you have to take action. And, of course, in any professional or legal situation, you always have to advocate for your own interests. This theory applies to people's opinions, their feelings, their choices, not to your fundamental rights.
It really all comes down to this. Let them have their feelings and their behaviors, but don't ever let them dictate your safety or your rights. That's where you draw the line. That's where you take control.
So, after hearing all of this, are you ready to maybe give it a small try? There's a really simple, low-stakes way to test this out in your own life.
It's called the 24-hour wait rule. The next time you feel that urge, you know the one, to send that correcting text or to give some unsolicited advice or to just jump in and fix something for someone else, just pause. Wait 24 hours. And during that time, just gently repeat that mantra to yourself. Let them. You'd be amazed at how often that urge to control just completely melts away.
Ultimately, what this all comes down to is a really fundamental truth. Control is an illusion. The only person you are truly in charge of in this life is you. By focusing your energy on your own actions, your own responses, and your own growth, you free yourself, and you actually free everyone around you too. Letting them be who they are isn't giving up. It's waking up. It's realizing that your one precious life is right here, and it's waiting for you to step up and be the star of your own movie, not the overworked director of everybody else's. So I'll leave you with a question to think about. After everything we've talked about, what's one small thing, just one, that you're going to consciously let them do starting today? What little piece of emotional weight can you finally set down?